Rising everyone, here with another video, guys. And in this one, guys, I want to talk about the parasitical system place you're in. And what I've been noticing the last week, I thought I'd keep you guys updated. Guys, look, when we say parasites, right? I'm curious, because some folks focus on the outward. Let's say when they think about parasites, I gotta keep my house clean, and I got to maintain a certain hygiene in my house. That's not wrong. That's okay because even NPCs do that. So that's not wrong. But guys, have you ever thought about parasites actually in quote unquote humanoid form? Have you ever thought about that? How everything here is just meant to drain you, to suck or to drain the life force right out of you, guys. And you can notice, guys. I sometimes watch these clips, right, of dogs, funny memes, just to keep myself a little bit sane, guys. Because trust me, sometimes I dwell so much on that gang stalk and other things. It I have to keep some form of sanity, man. Sometimes laugh, force myself to watch things that make me laugh. But I was looking, man. Even animals, I was looking at this video. This woman was reading a book. This NPC, and while she was reading the book, it was completely zen, so to speak, And the dog kept barking loudly, 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 demanding its attention. And I was like, damn, even the animals, that you cannot be in peace. So even if you have like a breeder for yourself, there's always something there wanting your energy, guys. I've been experiencing this lately a lot. Look, I bought a new phone. Believe it or not, I bought a new phone again. I changed two numbers, old numbers. I have two new ones, guys. Real stuff. Two new ones, and I have two new ones, and I changed all my emails, guys. And can you believe what happened then afterwards? If that doesn't work, all of a sudden, uh, things started to like change in my house. Light bulbs all of a sudden were going out. Well, I just renewed them. All of a sudden, I get like a bill that was like 5 years ago comes to pop up. You have to pay this, you have to do that. And I was thinking, what's going on here, man? This thing is 5 years old. How come you're sending it me now? You know what it is, guys? I told you guys a while ago. If something happens, to you in the past, it gets stored up, and then the moment you go on with your life and you remove all the things that drain you or suck your energy out of you, this matrix will invent things to put it on your path to drain again. Because when I got that bill, I ain't gonna lie, it was like 5,000 euros almost. I was like, but what the fuck is this? And the moment you do that, you let off this odor type of vape type of steam off your body. And those entities, I don't know, they sniff it up, they eat it, I don't know how they do it. And you gave them energy again. You see what I mean? And this is what I mean with those things that you have to be, you have to by now know, guys, how you have to know uh, that you're surrounded by parasites, man. Also, your wife. Now, I'm gonna keep it real, guys. I don't care if you're offended. Then leave my channel. Also, your wife, or your husband. They're all parasites. Guys, imagine this, man. Imagine this. This is actually worse than being alone all the time. Imagine you work the whole day, right? You did everything, right? You're already being drained at the office. People already don't give a shit about you there. But then you think you come home to the unnatural place, which is cement also. You're in four cement walls. And there again, there are folks waiting there for you to give them attention. Guys, you tell me how you can be sane, man, after going through all those things. So this place is like a big battery with a lot of ports, and everyone is like plugged into that port. And uh, the moment you don't give it energy, one of his tentacles, via the form of a human robot, nudges you. Hey, I need attention. Why aren't you doing this? You know. So this guys. This is what I mean. So you have to think. You have to think, guys. Everyone around you is a parasite. Everyone. And listen, end of the day, everyone gets gang stalk, right? I'm not gonna say only people with a soul, humans with a soul. Everyone gets gang stalks, but there's a big but, guys. With you, you give it a lot of energy. You are the main energy source, so that's why you get it harder than the rest, guys. But if you really think about it, guys, if you really think about it, guys, you shouldn't be entangled with anyone, man, because it's not normal, man. I believe, guys, that if you overcome being alone all the time, guys, if you overcome being alone, uh, being afraid of being alone, and if you overcome um, uh, how should I say it? If you reach that point that you're so strong mentally that you can go to this place till you leave this body one day, all by yourself without the fear of going crazy or needing someone, you start to defeat this place. And that's why it always wants to sync you with someone. Because you are really powerful actually when you're completely alone, without nobody around you. You don't need other people actually, you know? And actually, guys, you don't even need sex. I don't know where this idea came from that you need to have sex. You know how much, as a souled human, when you sleep with a female bot, or if you're a souled woman with a male bot, you're giving this place enormous loads of energy, guys. You shouldn't be doing that, man. Seriously, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be wise, my friend. You should know by now, right? That what this place is. Everyone around you is a parasite, guys. And you can't tell me otherwise. I know what I'm talking about. And that's why it's always nudging you. Hey, I need your attention. And by the way, uh, Matrix Prisoner, you were correct. You should not look NPCs in the eyes because they scan you. And I believe even they zap, some of them have the ability to zap your strength. And what you will notice when you walk past them and you don't acknowledge them, the last second before you depart from each other, you will see them actively trying to force that out of you. They look you in the hope that you look back at them to zap you. They cannot stand you not looking at them. That I was laughing the other day. I was thinking, wow, so desperate for my attention, because they don't exist. When I say don't exist, yes, they breathe. Even if you don't look at them, they breathe and they walk. That's not what, but I mean exist like they get no life. Have you ever noticed when you look at an NPC, when you don't look at them, they're like on autopilot. The moment you look at them, you animate them. They like, hey man, but you can see it's fake. So everyone around you is a parasite just waiting to feed on you, man. You should cut the supply source. You know, take your plug out of the energy port. That being said, be at peace.